Hi there, welcome to problem 12 of the Problem Corner playlist. This is Soman and you are watching the Genesis YouTube channel. Today's problem goes like this. Consider a long thin string hung from a ceiling. The linear mass density of the string is mu. X and Y axes are oriented as shown with the origin at the free end of the string. An external agent oscillates the free end of the string along the y-axis in simple harmonic motion with amplitude A and angular frequency omega given by y0, t is equal to A sin omega t. Here A is very small as compared to the length of the string. Write an expression for the transverse wave set up in the string as a function of position x and time t, that is, find the equation yx, t. Neglect any dissipation of energy in the string. I suggest you pause the video and try to do it on your own. We now go ahead with the solution. The first mistake that students do in this question is writing the wave equation as y is equal to A sin omega t minus x by v, as we normally do in a horizontal string. Now the mistake is that the speed of the wave isn't constant, and so we can't say that the time for the disturbance to reach the point x is x by v. Y is equal to A sin omega t minus x by v explicitly uses this fact that the time taken for the disturbance to reach a point x is x by v. That is only true if the speed of the wave is constant. Now why do I say that the speed of the wave isn't constant? Now understand, for small amplitudes, which is the case here, the speed of the wave can be written as v is equal to root over of f by mu, where f is the tension in the string and mu is the linear mass density of the string. Now here, the tension of the string isn't constant as the string isn't light. In fact, if you mentally take a cross section of the string at a distance x from the bottom, the tension there must balance the weight of the string below it, and therefore the tension will be F is equal to mu x into g. Mu x is the mass of the string below that point. And so the speed of the wave at that location is v is equal to root over of f by mu, and the speed comes out root gx. So how long does it take for the wave to reach the point x? To answer this, we write v as dx by dt, and separating variables and integrating, we get the time t naught of reaching x as t naught is equal to 2 root under x by g. This is a very simple integration. I trust all of you can do this. Now, as there is no dissipation, we can assert that whatever is currently happening at x at time t had previously happened at the origin t minus t naught time earlier. I repeat again, whatever is currently happening at x at time t had happened exactly in the same manner at the origin t minus t naught time earlier. That is the time that the wave took to reach the point x. So mathematically we can write this as yx, t is equal to y0, t minus t naught. That is, whatever is happening at x at time t, same thing happened at origin 0 at t minus t naught. And now we know that y0, t was given to us in the question as A sin omega t, and therefore yx, t becomes y0, t minus t naught, and we now substitute t minus t naught in place of t, and we get A sin omega times t minus t naught. That is, substituting the value of t naught that we found, yx, t is A sin omega times t minus 2 square root of x by g. This is the answer. Now this problem illustrates the importance of crystal clear ideas about what was used in the standard derivations, so that when a question deviates from it, we are able to spot it. Again, tricks and shortcuts won't work here, and in any good problem, we must attack the problem from the basics, having understood the derivations clearly. Now one thing to note is that the expression that we have derived holds only after time t naught. And to be completely correct, we must write the wave equation as yx, t is equal to 0 when t is less than or equal to t naught, and that expression that we derived earlier, A sin omega times t minus 2 root under x by g, for times greater than t naught. This completes the solution and removes any ambiguities that we might have had. I hope you like this problem. Keep watching the Problem Corner playlist for more such unique problems and interesting solutions. JEE aspirants can also watch the solutions to JEE Advanced 2020 playlist. We also have a playlist called Essentials, in which we discuss problems that every physics problem solver must do. And finally, if you like the content, like, subscribe, and share widely amongst your friends. Also push the bell icon for notifications on new content. Till the next video, stay safe and stay healthy, you all.